like money too much, but we don't have no wealth, you know.
We don't know even what is the meaning of money. That's the problem.
And we don't think about it, like you said, the next generation. You know, while these people they thinking, you know, of course they know that they thinking wealth is gonna bring something for the next generation. That's why they do this, what they're doing. You know what I mean?
But that logically is that.
It's like it should be that. Like,
You think when you take a fruit you plant, you don't plant it today and then grow today and give you a lot of fruit today. But like next year, you know, the tree big, the second, maybe the third one now is bringing a lot of fruit, which you plant one and you get 100 back. But not like at once.
And you're right, you know what I mean?
You know?
These are things we gotta really practice, you know, and try to do for ourselves, you know what I mean? Because when you do for yourself, it's like then you free yourself too, you know what I mean, from someone slaving you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but because this slavery is like we are slaving ourselves still because of the leaders, you know. Sure. Because let me tell you, as you leaders, you know, as everybody know, I mean the things is very simple in a way, but you making it so difficult. It's like you know, the whole nation have to die before this can happen. So what I'm trying to say, this is so simple. I mean, you know, it's so simple because when you discipline, I mean the people. So what I'm trying to say, like every country, you know, we see what we have, and if we have resource, and we see which kind of resource we have, and this resource now, how we can produce, if we need this resource to produce, how we can produce. Because I believe that every country in Africa have something which can give still. So if we say resource, so some other country, maybe they don't have a lot of resource like compare other countries. Sure. So, but still, that country can have something which can, you know, can do it. I mean, so that you know, at least people can have something to do. Because even some countries, maybe what they are supposed to do is like a plantation, because maybe some countries have done oil or this kind of thing. But if you can plant, then that means you have to be concentrate more in that plantation, because then that means the only the resource then is to plant something. Then you get something out of that plantation. So, but if like some country maybe you're supposed to base more in plantation, and then now you say, this plantation is hard, this I don't do a hard job or this kind of things, and then at the same time, as we say, it's not organized. So then that means still you are fooling yourself, because if you don't accept it, the little you have, and you see that little how to make it more, so you are looking for other bigger things which is not yours, and then you're fooling yourself, because otherwise the little you have to accept with that, and you take care of that, and to build on that until you get more bigger.
Exactly.
But if you just be there, no, this little, let me go to Europe because I see high buildings there, you know, this plane and all these kind of things. So everything is come from your country anyhow. So, but if you work hard too, so you can get things like that what you think is better than yours. Because the little things you have is more better than the big things which is not yours.
That's true.
And if you think now, like we say, like these white people, if they come there to Africa and they steal resource, they steal all that, and they bring it in their country in Europe, they build it. And you think that now yourself you will go and you take that from them, then you are fooling yourself. Because a thief, you can never thief a thief. So that is impossible, because he know how he get it. Exactly. So to think that he is so smart to get that from his hands, then you fool yourself. Yeah. You will lose even. He will take even that little things you had and then add it in his own things. Yeah. So then still what I'm trying to say, when Africa itself, because you know this what the Kwame Nkrumah was saying, you know, when they are building the IAU, like the you know, Africa organization, you know, to unite African, unite. So that they was thinking whole Africa, you know, because it's one continent. So that we should be like one people, you know, like a one voice, one people, one love, and then work for our continent,
Sure.
like in Africa, you see. So that means, as I told you again, if one part of Africa have less resource, but another part of Africa have more resource. So still, if we unite, then you can see maybe other country in Africa have more jobs.
Yes,
Then instead, the other country which have less job still can go to the other country which have more job and do job there.
exactly.
For me, I promise you, you know, like for me to work in Africa have half salary, and then it's better than for me to work in Europe have double salary.
Yeah.
Because still I know that half salary, you know, that I can survive with that in my own country, my own peace, without, you know, no one looking me like I'm a black, or no one looking me like I'm a foreigner. No one, you know, I feel it like I feel home. I feel like I with my people. I feel I'm not feeling like a slavery and all this kind of. So then, as I told you, like if like a job in Africa, you know, to me to have, I work there, I be pay half of the salary. That half money is better than for me to have double money that in Europe. I can tell you like this. So that's what I'm trying to say, that it's still, if like Africa, all Africa not stop this greediness, you know, this greediness, this, you know, hatred
Corruption.
and corruption, you know, selfishness. If we stop that, we open our arms, you know, to each other, and we open our heart also to each other. So that means we say peace and love. So that to say we have to, you know, fight for peace and freedom and this, so that we should not put it just on the mouth. So we put it from our heart, that we mean it, what we are saying.
Exactly.
So then I promise you, Africa, I promise, and then I promise, I mean, you leaders, you know that, even I don't need to say, that is it, the European will run away and cry and come look a job to us.
I'm telling you.
But as long we don't think that, we are still, you know, going and, you know, sniffing on them and, you know, begging and crying like a little boy, you know, they, of course then, I mean, we run away there like a homeboy and little boy and, you know, telling them sa, you know. So, but as we leaders, you know that Africa, they have been stealing a lot, but still we have a lot too.
Sure.
So if we wake up a long time, we should have done it, because like time Kwame Nkrumah, I mean, everyone should think about like time Kwame Nkrumah and what he have been saying, you know, to Africans. Like Secretary also have done a lot. Whatever these leaders before, they are better than the last leaders, because I think they was fighting a lot by that time. And that time, those like a time the one who take first the colonial, after independence, I think they had more hard job, because by that time they are very pressed. And they are very pressed. That's why many of them be killed also, because it was the white, they don't want to get out, and then you say now you have to get out, because they have to get out, because it's not their country anyhow. They just come and they be there like, you know. So, but then that time, those first leaders, they had a lot of problem, because it's like Kwame Nkrumah was saying that, he said, you know, slavery is only the paper, but in reality still is on, because that means still the slave master still is inside there, but in direct, sometimes you don't see them, sometimes you see them too. So, but I mean, after that, what happened? I think because maybe they have been killing many good leaders, and then the only stupid one might be left, because what I'm trying to say, stupid one, if you trust your slave master, your enemy, so then that one, I don't know what to call, if it's stupidness or lack of education, or, I mean, you understand, I'm confused, because I mean, you leaders, if you say you are educated and you are intelligent, then you should not behave the way you do, you know. Then you should wake up, then you should do something which is as an intelligent and, educated person could do.
Definitely.
And you think also, my people choose me because they trust me. And why they trust you? Because they trust that you can lead the country to go forward and develop, and then people, you know, we go out of poverty and all this kind. But when now you despite all that, and you know you didn't give a shit to all that, people trust you and all this, and you are be there, you are scared, you are always fighting, you know, to be longer there and sitting there long. It's like only you now when they put you in power, now you overpowered, and now you are doing more worse than the white what they have done to the blacks. Then I mean when we can discuss about develop or freedoms, then when that will happen?
I mean, it's like you destroying for your own people. You know, you destroying for yourself, and even though you think you're living good, but you destroy for your own nation and your own people too. You know what I mean?
And the sad thing is that they never think that.
That's
like when you destroy today, I mean that is for the suffering for the new generation.
Yeah.
So you never even feel ashamed
Exactly.
for the young generation who will come and we say, it was the leaders, you know, that old leaders have done this, that. What do you think? Why always we crying for Kwame Nkrumah, you know, Patrice Lumumba, I mean Thomas Sankara, I mean Sekou, I mean Nelson Mandela, everybody know also he was freedom fighters and all those kind of things. So why you think people are crying after them? Yeah, because of they was really good and they wanted to do really good for their own people. So that's why.
You want
but
to unite and
you know,
together.
so you leaders today, you know, we cry because of you are leading, because we are suffering. So we are not so like you, when you go, no one will cry after you. I tell you.
I'm telling you,
but as still leaders, I mean, I hope you know you will listen this.
You can make it change.
And you make it change. That's what we are begging you, you know.
Like
we are
Michael Jackson said, look yourself in the mirror.
Yes, sir.
Make a change.
Make a change, man. Make a change. Make a change for your people. Make a change for your brothers. Make a change for your sisters. Make a change for your mother and fathers. Make a change for your children. Make a change for your grandchildren. And the young generation, you know, to be more an Africa, be real Africa. You understand?
Most definitely.
Because we are real people, and you know, we have everything. We have the mineral, we have the gold, we have the diamond, we have the water, we have the food and everything. So we have the good people and all these kind of things. So please, so make it change, and you make it Africa be great again. You know. So that is, I mean, no one. I tell you.
I like that.
Yeah, man, give me advice for that. I mean that then no one don't even never even sleep and dreaming to go to hell. I mean to hell, to go Europe. For me, this is hell. You understand? Babylon. You understand? So that we can be our own country. There is the paradise. I promise you.
True.
So that one, no one will wake up one day say, let me go the back way. Go, you know, under this in this water, and you know, dying there, be killed there. Look at now what the people are doing, Africans in Africa. What they are doing it, the people in Libya. How people suffering in Italy. How people suffering in Spain. How people suffering in Europe. Everywhere. And it's a black people, man.
True.
What is the problem? What is problem with our black people?
You understand that?
All that because of we are running, young children running, looking for better life. You know, because of, I mean, when you run from your country because of, because of you are suffering there. That otherwise, why you should run away, leave, good things, and then you go to have a hell? Why you should not do that? But because of the African leaders, so they are corrupt, so they are not organizing to make it Africa, you know, to make it the real Africa, the great African, you know, because of that. Otherwise, you know, these people will run, and everybody will run, go to Africa instead. True. Running from Africa, going to where? So, as we say, leaders, please try, listen what I'm saying, and then, you know, and anything also, what you had, you should know that we are not hate you, but we just want change, so that, you know, for the young children. I mean, the young generation which is coming, not even for us.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You did good, Musa, you know what I'm saying? That's what is important, you know what I'm saying? We gotta really speak truth to power,
Yeah, man.
you know, with no doubt.
Yeah, that's right.
I respect Farrakhan for that. Speak truth to
Yeah,
power.
Farka, me, I love Farka, man, because, you know, this man, I really, is a great, is great, because, you know, he's waking, you know, the Africans have to know to love themselves, and to know, you know, you are really, a real people, important people, good people, so, you know, he's fighting that, you know, Africans to understand to love yourself, you know, so, and then, don't be doubt about yourself, don't look yourself down, because you are not, you are great people, so, Falcon really good, doing good things, so I love him for that, for real. And then, so that was the discussion today. Was about still to give vibe little bit you know, to our African leaders, our brothers African leaders, you know, to our African leaders to change and to help, and the African leaders, all of you, and try. We know some of them really on the right direction. We know that also. But we need more, you know, we need more who are in the right direction.
True.
And to influence the other, and, you know, the other also to look at the other, leaders who doing good things and learn from those.
Exactly.
And as I told you always, when we do good things, we are doing for ourselves. We are not doing for nobody. When you do good for your country, you're doing for your own self. You know. So if you do bad things, you are doing, against yourself too. But what are we trying to say? Let we do good, be good, and do good for the young generation, please. And then that was the discussion today. And also we have been mentioned a little bit about discipline, right?
You know,
so discipline, we will add more this one, later, because discipline for me is like it's like when we come to discipline.
This is like that's when it's like, even when you were talking about the foundation, that's important too. That discipline there.
Yeah, foundation, right?
It's a part of the foundation. You know?
Yeah.
If you don't have that in the foundation, you're gonna be not strong. You're not gonna stand strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
That's how it is.
That's right. And then when we say discipline, you know, that for me is like again we are talking about the parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because they are the one have to discipline the children.
Exactly.
So that the children also will work off this plan of the parents.
Definitely.
And of course we know that the parents always will, you know, discipline their children in a good way, of course, you know, like to learn them, you know, how's life, and then you know, to be honest, and then do good things, because that's very important, like to learn a child to be honest, to tell the truth, and tell consequence, tell what is problem, and all this is the part of discipline, right?
True.
But it's very good, to discipline the children good things, be honest to them, tell them the truth. You understand? Don't spoil them, don't lie to them, and whether you know this is the consequence, tell them this is the consequence, this is the risk, and this is the good thing, this is the good way, this is the everything. Don't lie to them, tell them the truth from the beginning, and learn them to be good. So then when they grow on that, when they be a leader, they do good things.
Exactly.
So that's the discipline.
That's real.
Yeah, man. So about the discipline, we will add more next next time, because you know, I was thinking about discipline, because you know, when we say discipline, like if you talk about in Africa, so I'm thinking also like how about now children, like black children, who born in Europe. If you talk about discipline in Europe, because in Europe, you know, sometimes you discipline your children, they can even accuse you that you are you are being hard to that children, and it's like a risk. They can even come and the government will come and take that children from you and say, now you are not a good parents who can brought up your own children who you born, now they can brought up that for you. So I think next discussion we will bring that topic.
Exactly.
Because me, that one always is in my mind to discuss about. But next topic we're gonna bring about the discipline children in Europe, because we know that is a problem to discipline your own children in Europe.
Exactly.
Because as what is the problem? Because of, as we tell you again, it's a problem that when you even talk to a child, and then even you, I mean, you high little bit your voice, and then the child is be told that if the parents be hard to you, come and report to the social or to the police or whatever, all this nonsense. So, and then that has bring in a lot of problem, and the way now they will get away, they can take your child, and then because you are not a good parents who can brought up your child, and then they can brought up for you instead, and you can even go sometimes have a problem and go prison for that. And then also it's that, because we're gonna discuss about that next topic. So, but I just mentioned that the next topic we're gonna bring that, I mean, next or anytime, but we're gonna discuss about that. The whole topic is gonna be about that, you know, this plan and children in Europe, how it look like, and the consequence and all these kind of things, because that we had and we see something happen also on that. Because for us, we don't agree with that 100%, because I mean, if you can discipline your children in Africa, and we don't have that nonsense problem there, so then why can that be problem if you discipline your children also in Europe? Why that child should have a problem in Europe when you discipline in Europe? So that's why in this case it's like for us, we're gonna discuss about it, and to find out if it's the black himself or foreigner, I don't know who, if it's the parents' fault, or is something behind, or if it's the government itself fault why they're doing it that, or if they're right to do that. That we're gonna discuss. But I like that one to have many people, because not only we two and everyone what you think. We're gonna do it to discuss about that next time, because you know, I'm not sure about if the government have a right to take somebody's child to say, I brought up this one for you because you are not good. So why we say we will discuss about it, I don't know yet. It's better we discuss and we hear from different people what they think, and if they have been through that kind of problem, so why, and all this maybe can be right of the government, what they say can be also maybe not right. So that we're gonna find out next topic. Yes, sir. Do you want to say? Yeah. What is it? Sorry.
You did a good thing for real.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah, we did.
Like I always say, you know what I'm saying, thank you for watching, you know what I'm saying. Make sure y'all tune in, you know what I mean, and always share the video, subscribe, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Because, and comment too, because that would really appreciate that, you know what I'm saying. It help us to do what we're doing here, you understand me?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Okay, man. Yeah, that's really good. So, as you had my brother G-Town, so you know, so we are the one who was sitting here, and then you know, trying to give some little vibes, and then at the same time, why we say always hear from you any comments. So it's because as we say, Falcon used to say, we are just students, and sure. But we want to build this the life melody, as we say, because you know, especially you know, to give idea to each other. Definitely. And then you know, we always try and also stand for the African people, and then you know, so yeah, you know, we to unite and to you know, make one love, one people, and then peace and love, and that's what is we are always fighting for. So, and yeah, then we see you next time. And then please, so watch this, and if it's anything we have say which you think is wrong, comment, and then you know that it's not the meaning to say anything wrong, but maybe in this way we can express ourselves. So, but if it's anything, comment. So then you are welcome. Thank you for today for watching us, and we see you next time. Yes, sir.